Hello, everyone. Welcome to book club.
We're not in our normal areas. What?
I'm here.
Do I have to? I'm here with my bestie Mandy.
You're supposed to say welcome to Bestie Book Club.
No, I let you say welcome to book club.
Okay. Well, welcome to book club. I'm here with my bestie Jessica.
Ooh, and I'm here with my bestie Mandy. We're actually together.
Yes. So we are in a hotel, and I turned down the definition on our live stream here, so hopefully it's coming in okay. It looks okay on our end, but I don't know,
we wouldn't know if it would
bad. Look different or not. It is extremely warm in our hotel room.
We're dying, and I have the AC, like the temperature's turned down to 65. The fan is on high. It's barely blowing. They left the windows open, and we're 25. We're on the 25th floor, so like
we're closer to the sun.
We're closer to the sun.
My gosh.
No, it's
the
hot.
The sun is shining in, and the windows were open, and it's just not cooling off. So Jessica's probably gonna tap out before this is over and go in search of ice packs. She can't handle the heat.
I do not like being hot.
Welcome to May's book club. We are together, so yay!
Yay! Yes. Yeah.
Hello.
In Seattle for Rain City. Hey,
hello.
Megan.
And it's not raining.
No, it's sunny.
It is sunny. It's actually really pretty out.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi. Yeah.
All right. Well, you have the book, Jessica.
Oh, yeah. So the wheel of names, the wheel of tropes chose, what was the trope? Why choose Omegaverse? Which was very interesting this time around. So we have Carnage Island by Lexi C. Foss was the read for this month. I read this like back in 2020, so this was a reread for me. But it was a first time for you.
It was a first time for me, yes.
Yeah. So, all right.
Yep. Okay, so, our table's a little
wobbly.
I bumped it.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, so we'll just dive in. How did everybody like the book? And then we actually have some book club questions for us today that Irene provided us with. So we're excited to have some questions to use today. But let's just start with, how did you rate it and your thoughts on it? I have a few.
I bet you do.
Do you want to go first?
I didn't re-listen to it. I listened to it again for the second time. The first time I read it, I loved it and I'd given it 5 stars. This is not one that works for me for a reread, or it was just my mood because I found some other books I was really into this week and I just wanted to read them. I still enjoyed it. It just wasn't as enjoyable as it was the first time around. It wasn't the best reread for me.
Okay. It is telling me that our internet is, well, it says it's fairly good. So hopefully we're coming in okay. Our apologies if we're not. I could try and switch to my phone, but I don't know if that would help here. Yeah. Okay, well, let's look at some comments and then I'll share my thoughts. Okay, you couldn't get into the book. Yeah, got that. You liked it. You weren't in the mood for it, so you were super surprised by how much you actually enjoyed it. Okay, Megan?
That's good to know. Yeah, I wasn't in the mood for it either. I just wanted to get it over with, but I'd already read it. So Jody gave it a 5.
5.
Awesome.
Okay.
That's what I'd originally given it.
I gave it a 4. Yeah. I like the first half better than the second. I wish we got more character development with their relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Mandy. This was way out of your wheelhouse.
It was. So I started reading my Why Choose Omegaverse book that I thought I was reading. And then it turned out the woman was a shifter. And we find that out really quickly. So I texted you like, what the heck? Like, seriously, this is not only Omegaverse Why Choose, but we're also shifters.
Yeah.
So these books, I'm not going to give it an actual rating because this is not something I would read. I don't know what I mean, it's just not for me. I'm not really big into the Why Choose. Omegaverse is okay. But yeah, the shifting part like that, I can't handle all of it in one book.
I can't. It just kept adding things in. It was great. It's all good. Well, the first time I read it, it was great.
But I will say I did like the storyline of how everybody had basically been lied to about this island and the people there in order to allow the other people to like rule, basically. So I did find it enjoyable in that respect. So if I based it just on that, I would probably go ahead and rate it a 4. But I don't know that once she was a shifter, I was like, oh, seriously, like that would have been where I would have just been like, this isn't for me, and just wouldn't have read it. I wouldn't have even marked it as a DNF because it's just not for me.
It's for me.
I know. And I should have probably figured out, like, based on like a lot of the clues on the cover. But
Yeah.
I didn't own the book, and so it's not like you physically look at the cover when you're reading a lot.
This book set up a huge, like, I mean, she already has, this is also kind of a post-apocalyptic kind of thing, because this is supposed to be in the future once that happens. You're getting a little bit of everything there. But this set up, Lexi has written now a ton of books in this world with all these different islands and stuff. So it did create something
again
there.
Where it's Reject Island and there's the wolf.
It should have been your first book.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, you like the shifter?
Mm-hmm.
So does Jessica. Jessica's all about that.
Well, when it's in the, like, I have to be in the right mood for it, but yeah.
Oh, Megan said it was very different for her too, and she thinks that's why she liked it. She doesn't generally read this type of story.
Well, there you go. Now you got a new
either.
You got something new to check out when you're looking for something new.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So why choose Omegaverse shifters? Okay. We have a list of book club questions. So here we go. Jessica. And then all of you can answer this too, but I really just want to see how Jessica's going to answer this. Which character did you relate to most and why? This is probably not the best question.
I don't think I related to any of them, but I did enjoy reading their story. You know, it's kind of hard to relate when you're in a paranormal fantasy type world. It's a little bit harder. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Yeah, it's probably not the best question.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I've never shifted into anything other than me, so I wouldn't know what that's like. I don't know what it's like having a wolf talking to me in my head. So yeah.
I know. I kind of felt bad for her when she's like stuck, and and then it turns out that they basically torture them because they should have been teaching them this from the time they were little. And so they don't understand that she doesn't know how to shift. They like have to figure that out. And that they like use that almost as a control, and then they make it a lot harder. And so I felt bad for her when she was like stuck and she like can't understand why her wolf is doing certain things.
I liked it when she was stuck in her wolf when she first got to their house, and she was like, he'd be like, not the bed. And that's like the first thing she went for.
Yeah.
I always yell at our dogs, get off the bed.
So. Well, and then she was like being all like, the wolf was trusting, you know, and she's like
showing the belly.
She doing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How did the main character's relationship evolve throughout the story? Were there specific turning points that made their bond stronger or tested their connection?
This is like having to write an essay. How would you answer this question?
Well, when I read this question to you earlier, you said fucking.
I did. That's exactly what I said. There's just more, and you just add in the people, and
there was a lot of that.
There was a lot of that. Yes. Yeah. This book is one that's going to be harder to answer the questions because it really is.
Yeah.
About the boating.
Well, actually, this next one works really well for this. Did the setting play a significant role in the romance?
Of course. They're isolated on an island.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
That was interesting to me how like they had really manipulated people into believing that these were the bad guys.
Mm-mm.
So you're saying this sets up a whole like series.
I have one of them over there too.
So what are the next books about?
I know Lexi wrote a bunch, and if somebody else knows out there too, let us know. I know that there's a bunch. Like when I first read it, it was just this one I think that was out there, and then she's written more in this world. This might have been like a little further into the, like this might not have been the first one, but now she's written with some, like J.R. Thorne and another one like Venom Island, and
are they co-writing or writing in the same world?
Writing in the same world.
Okay.
I wanted to see if it was in here. I don't remember. I looked at it when I was looking them up. But there is a bunch of different islands. So, and they have in each.
Oh, there's more islands?
There's more islands.
Oh, okay.
Where they send the people that are supposed to be the bad people. I don't know, whatever. But there are quite a few islands with shifters. And there's one that even, I think the one that J.R. Thorne wrote is vampire. So they're all paranormal in some way.
Vampire, like shifter vampire?
Just vampire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Can't handle it, huh? Huh? Yeah. So, it's kind of what this and her ex-clan and her she writes a lot like this.
I want you to pronounce the guys' names for us.
Wait, you couldn't pronounce their names?
All three of them.
Sure.
I'm not good
Okay,
at that.
was anybody else annoyed though? Like they would call each other by like Volt. Like that got a little annoying. So Volt is one.
Yeah, I can pronounce
Cassius
Volt.
and
Cassius.
Tyrion.
Cassius?
Oh. No, not Cassius.
Yeah, I don't think that's how you.
No, that's not how he said it. I was listening to it too. Hold on, I gotta see it without.
Tyrion Volt, but the C name.
I can't remember how you say it. I'd have to put my things. Caius.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
Okay. All right, people. What else did you think about the book?
Mm-hmm.
Is Why Choose Omegaverse Shifters? Like, is this something you normally read? Do you enjoy it?
Or were you waiting for Cowboy? I mean, you know.
Hello.
Hey.
Thanks for joining us.
Mandy said if we get Love Triangle, she's bailing on the next one because you've had all the very interesting tropes up until now.
I know.
Yeah.
I was pulling it up and I just saw that on there, and I'm like, oh dear.
Oh dear Lord. Yeah.
But
Yeah. What
you want
what
me
else?
to read more questions?
I guess.
Nobody else is answering the questions.
Yeah.
They just want to.
What?
Were the romantic conflicts believable and well developed?
No, this was a
I know there was nothing believable about this. Okay. Oh, this was your first Omegaverse. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think of it?
You got everything with this Omegaverse.
You did. You got
Why
way
Choose
too
and
much with this one.
Shifters.
Yeah.
Don't like Omegaverse, but you love the shifters.
Yeah.
There
was.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Which I don't mind, like the spicy scenes if they, like, I'm not reading for those, but like there's times where you're like just can't wait for that to happen, for the couple to finally connect that way. And when it's driving the plot forward, I enjoy it. But I enjoy a good reading book, that's fun too. But that's, I think, one of the reasons why Choose like doesn't always work for me, because you have like her and then there's like at least 3 guys. And so then you have like almost
a lot of
literally it feels like 3 times the scenes at times.
Mm-hmm.
And then that doesn't really help move anything forward.
When you're skipping the sexy times, then that's a problem. And that does happen. I get to a point where I'm like, I'm done.
Yes.
I
thought it was funny when she was stuck as a wolf and stayed in the alpha's bed and got a dirty. Yeah, that was funny.
That was good. I like that. Yeah. I like when she showed the alpha her belly, the wolf did, and she's like, what the hell is she doing?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This was, I mean, definitely well written. It's just not my thing.
Just not your thing.
Oh, okay. I see where it took me a minute. I had to read it twice to figure out. Okay. So if the following books that follow this one, if it's the same where it's like that insta love and when it's really kind of just lust, you wouldn't enjoy it. And I agree.
Yeah.
You'd have to change it up definitely to make this series feel fresh, because this one, I think this one worked. Dang it, I am going to get distracted by the boats. There's a ferry going by.
Oh, there is a ferry. Yeah, right on the water. There was a cruise ship leaving earlier, and Mandy got distracted with somebody parallel parking downstairs.
This guy parallel parked this minivan in a very small spot, and he did it perfectly. It was quite impressive.
She was so into it that she stopped mid-sentence in a conversation, then couldn't remember where she was to start up again because it was so long between the time, like for him to park, or somebody else was parking.
No,
it was somebody else parking.
Very impressive.
And then at that point, I had forgotten what we were talking about. It was a problem.
No, so our room, we can see the Puget Sound from here around other buildings. So there's like pockets where we can see it. And a cruise ship was going by. And I told Jessica that I was going to end up getting very distracted by the boats. And then it happened
the live show
when the ferry went by. But when we had the curtains closed to try and cool it off in here, it was really too hot.
Yeah. Yeah. Poor Mandy. That
Oh, I was also talking to you about my Bible bump.
Yeah.
So I have this bump right here that people say is a Bible bump, because apparently, like they used to in the olden days, take a Bible and whack it to make it pop.
Oh, no, you don't.
Wow. Anyway,
she talks about me.
I get distracted very easily.
Okay, so.
Oh, we already had that one. Sorry. Okay. I like white shoes, but not really into wolves and shifters.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's just
I have to be in the mood for it. That's why it's fantasy.
I don't really care for fantasy.
Yeah, it's more of a paranormal fantasy, but it's still fantasy at the end of the day. So I don't mind it as long as it's done in a way that I like it. And I have a hard time finding ones that are done well, I guess. There's a lot out there that I just So
also, if you tuned in and I commented on Jessica wearing red and she insisted it was orange, even though it looked very red, in person it is burnt orange.
It is burnt orange. Yes. Yeah. Cool.
Oh, me too, Sabrina. I cannot wait to see what our next pick
I'm a little worried because we've had the ones that I wanted to read the last few. It's about time to get something that's Mandy's turn. So we'll see what that wheel does. I did not rig the wheel.
I know. I have possession of the wheel on my phone.
Yes, you do. Yeah. Yeah. We aren't even in the same house when that wheel goes off every time.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're excited for the next pick. Yeah. I think we all just like, what happened with this book?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Okay. What else do you guys want to talk about? I'll do a quick update on the sound. There's no boats right now in the pocket that I can see.
I can see a boat coming in. A little one. Smaller than the
Is it like a little tugboat? Oh, it's probably one of those party boats.
Party.
The Booze Cruise.
Oh, Booze Cruise. We did not like Blues Clues. We did not schedule one of those.
No.
I
like it all, but only if it's well written and I'm in the mood.
The same. I have to be in the mood for it. Yeah. I was, listening to this, I really wanted to get back to my other book. So I was really like, I don't want to. And I think that really affected what I was like, what I would rate it this time around, because the first time around I loved it. This time I was like, I just really want to get back to what I was already reading.
Well, you also made the comment that this type of book is not a book that you would ever reread either.
No, typically no.
So, yeah. You're hoping for Cowboy or something like that. Yeah, me too. Me too.
I'm still looking for those really good dark cowboy books. I still need one or two more, but yeah.
Are you looking at the boat?
Looking at the boat.
What are we reading? Oh, what's everybody reading now?
Yeah, tell us what you guys are reading. Yeah. What are you reading right now?
Oh, yeah. Well, Megan retyped it again, so I was going to switch over. What are you reading now?
Good question, did,
I
Megan.
just finished Hugo by Jennifer Melkin, and I am just about to finish Somewhere You Belong by Harlow James.
Is
No,
it Harlow James?
I just drew a blank on her name. What is wrong with me?
Harlow Ray?
No, it's Harlow James.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was right.
I am a little over halfway through Calico Descending by Carrie Lake. So this is the second book in her Juniper Unraveling series, which is a post-apocalyptic. It's very like it feels very, very dark, just because of some of the themes in the book. So yeah, loving it.
And then I drove to Seattle, and Jessica drove to Seattle, and then I picked Jessica up to come to the hotel. So I had to stop listening to my really good book, but I'm listening to Lessons in Heartbreak by Carla Sorensen, and it is her new release. And if you have Kindle Unlimited and Audible, if you grab the KU book, you get the audio for free. So I grabbed that so I'd have something to listen to for the drive.
I was listening to Bulrush by Maggie Rodden. She was supposed to be here. I actually had pre-orders from her, and she canceled like a couple of days ago. So I was not very thrilled, but the book's good. It's cowboy.
She had like an emergency.
Is that what it was? I didn't see what it was. I just know that she canceled.
Family emergency.
They're sending us our books, but yeah. So it was good. That's a cowboy one.
Oh, Salt Kiss by Sierra Simone. I hear about that one every once in a while. I've not read it. Have you?
I've read. I don't care for Sierra Simone's writing. It doesn't sit with like. I know like everybody thinks Priest is very taboo. I was bored reading it. And I've read her.
I don't know that I've actually ever read her.
And I've read her Camelot series. I got bored with that one too. I think it's her writing style, because the premise of the book is great, and she writes well. It's just her style, I think, is what throws me off, and I get bored in her books.
You don't like the style. The style's not for you. And
Doesn't
Stormbound by Maggie Marin.
I haven't heard of that one.
I haven't either. Are you enjoying them?
Yeah.
Oh, Before Us by Julianne. I just read that. It is really good. It's really good. Homeless heroine.
Cool.
Yeah, it has the Julianne angst and emotions to it, definitely. I really, really like that one. 7 Deadly Series by Michelle Gross.
I don't know that I've read that.
I know I haven't, but I'm not even sure I've read Michelle Gross.
I don't think I have either. She's been at events that we've been to, hasn't she? Oh no, we read 1% of You.
Oh my gosh! Wait, yeah, I love Michelle Gross. Why did I forget that? Oh, that's one of my favorite books.
So 7 Deadly Sins.
So
the first one is Bewitching Sloth.
I think that's a little different than.
It's a little different than 1% of You.
Okay. Have you read 1% of You? Anybody? And the Monster Trilogy by Irina Kent. Now, is this like true monster, or is it just, it's like mafia, right? Okay.
Well, they're dark. No. I don't know if they're mafia.
Dark.
I think
okay, but they're not like January Rain monsters.
No.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
No.
I haven't read a lot of.
I read Irina Kent back in the day before before her like God of War, before all of that. Like I haven't read her in a couple of years. And I enjoyed what I read of her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you go to an in-person book club? That's awesome.
Is that has to be fantasy, right?
I'm sorry, I paused. So
I know. I'm you're waiting for Megan to. I'll
just go through the comments, and I'm sure she'll respond.
Yeah.
Jacksonville, Florida. Hi, Amy.
Hey. It's like bedtime over there almost, right?
Ooh, what grade do you teach? I teach 3rd grade. I think we've talked about that. Oh, way to leave us hanging. Yes, 1% of You is so good. I don't know why I had that temporary
brain
fart there, but oh my gosh, that was so good. I love how he gets in the fight with the little kid over the chips, and then
that's where I think I first really ran into and realized what it was, the lactation kink in a book. Like that, I mean, I know I've seen that in books, but that was when I realized that this was a kink in a book. Like I know it's a kink in general, but like in one of the books that we read.
Yeah.
Like she's
But it is done very
well.
It doesn't get sorry.
It's just what happens when you have hair.
And Megan said yes.
What was the question?
If it was fantasy.
Oh, okay.
Jessica.
It's been a whole hot minute.
Get it together.
No.
Oh, you want an in-person book club?
Could always host one. The thing is like when I've seen book clubs, because I know a few friends that are in them, they typically read things that I would not want to read.
Yeah, and then they take turns picking genres.
Told Colleen Hoover.
In the Mom-Coms book series, they have a book club, and one of them always wants to pick like self-help autobiography, you know, those, and they all hate them, and then they end up confessing that they're not like really reading them because they don't want to.
That would be me. I DNF'd it.
Okay. Salt Kiss is so spicy. Interesting, some suspense type story, and Stormbound is cute, small town, close proximity. So you're just on both sides of the spectrum right now with the reading.
Is that what you're telling us?
He's a ranger, and she totaled her car in a blizzard, and he saved her. Ooh, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
I like those kind.
Okay.
It's an academic setting with vampires.
I can get on the vampires. I have a hard time with the academia just because they feel younger to me. But if it's done right, there has been some that I've been able to get into.
So Amy is a middle school teacher, mainly 6th grade science and middle school higher science.
6th grade?
That's tough.
Yeah. It was tough having a 6th grader. I couldn't imagine having a whole school full of them.
Yeah, those hormones.
Oh my gosh, it was horrible.
Oh, we have Tampa, Florida too.
Yay!
Jessica and I are going to Florida in
September of 2026.
Yeah, there's a book event. Fangirl?
Yeah, it's at Disney World. It's not. Well, it's at the
Hilton.
Well, yeah, it's at the Hilton. It's in Disney Springs, in Disney World.
Yeah.
So
we'll be there.
I'll be there. Mandy gets to come as my assistant.
Yeah.
I'll be there. I've got a couple contracts for special editions from a couple authors.
Yes.
That we talk about quite often on this channel all the time. Actually.
I will be assisting Jessica.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then going and finding authors. Priest by Kathleen Cole.
Okay. I haven't heard of that one either.
Me either. Amy says, anytime you want to do a buddy read, just let me know. I read it all.
Okay.
Okay. Burning Quarter by Melissa McSherry.
Have you read Melissa McSherry?
Well, apparently I'm just going to say no even when I have, but I don't think so.
Okay.
I can't believe I forgot that I read that Michelle Gross book. I loved that book so much.
I knew her name sounded familiar, so...
I did too, but I was thinking I was getting confused with Michelle Hurd.
Melissa McSherry, I read her Carving for Kara. I think that's the one that she's most well known for.
Oh, I remember when you read that. I remember that book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oops. Yeah. Am I blocking?
It's you not knowing what you are reading.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It happens. I mean, you guys asked us, and I immediately turned around and grabbed my Kindle. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It is an adventure, isn't it? She's been teaching for 18 years, 6th through 12th high school combo.
Mm-hmm.
Great school, and you love it. That's awesome.
That's good. It's good. That be it for right now.
I'm all caught up.
You're all caught up.
On the comments.
Look at you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you guys still have some time. What else should we talk about? Is there anything else to talk about with the book?
I don't know. This book was just different. It's hard to, it really was a lot of banging.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of banging.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What role did personal growth know?
There was no personal growth. It was banging.
I know. That's what you wanted all the answers to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Oh, I know. Oh, we have another comment here. Bloody Quarter is book one for Mike Sherry, and it is not for the faint of heart.
Oh, I need to check that one out then.
Yeah. Just a little Jessica on that.
Mm-hmm.
What is everybody like? Does anybody have a new release that's going to be coming up this summer that they're really excited to read? Any new releases that are coming?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Anne Marie was a preschool teacher before she had her son.
I used to think I wanted to be a kindergarten teacher. Then I started going to school and thinking about that. And I was like, nah, I just have my own kids. It's good. No, wasn't for me.
I teach third grade, and I have been doing that for 21 years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what is a better Omega book?
Tryst in the Dark. It's my favorite Omegaverse.
By Grace McGinty.
By Grace McGinty. If you want Shifter, Grace, I mean, I love Grace. I think that she does a reverse harem. Out of every author I've ever read with reverse harem, Grace is the one that's able to. She can have 8 guys in the book, and I know who each person is because of the way she introduces them, and she's just really good about describing who, like making that connection with each individual character. So Tryst in the Dark is my favorite, but she also has her Mannix series, which is their Mannix shifters are a little bit different. Stop laughing.
No, I was just thinking we're gonna kill a lot of time here.
No, because I'm not talking about sticks and stone. But Mannix is their shifter as well. It's just a different kind of shifter, and that's my favorite shifter Omegaverse one. So yeah. Also, though, for Omegaverse, you've got Lola King. What is it called? Hold on, let me just find her really quick. There's Pack Darling, and I think that's who it's by. Is Lola something or other. No, Lola King is the other author. Lola King does Dark. So
yeah, that's what I thought. But
Pack Darling is by a Lola Rock, and that one it's a duet, and it's a very, very angsty and very good. So those are some of my other favorite Omegas. We have a couple videos for Omegaverse though.
Jody says she's looking forward to Seven Brides for B. McBride by Amy Berry.
Oh, interesting.
And then Amy is looking for a fun book for summer break. So what are you guys' recommendations for fun book for summer break?
I'm really looking forward to, and we'll film our TBR here real soon, but what I'm looking forward to is,
I think it'll be out on Thursday.
I think it'll be out on Thursday. We got to film it this weekend. Cora Riley has a new release on my anniversary on June 25th, and that is Sam. And so if you guys read in the Cora Riley world, Seraphina's brother, Sam.
Do I need to plug my ears and hum?
No. It's Seraphina's brother, Sam, who had the girl, was his fiance was in a wheelchair, and this is their story. And Cora had put it out a couple years ago to like her beta readers or something, and it didn't get very good. It had a lot of controversy. Her sensitivity readers didn't catch something to that effect, and so she said she wasn't going to put it out. Well, then she's rewritten it, and it's coming, and that is at the end of June, and I'm waiting for it for years. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Anne Marie is reading Avery Maxwell's Single Dad Hotline series, and the next book comes out next week, and she's very excited for that. Mm-hmm. I have an Avery Maxwell book at home on my bookshelf. I've had it, this is embarrassing, for over 2 years when we met her in person, and I still have not read it, and I really wanted to read it. I need to, now that I've reorganized my bookshelf, it's very glaring which books I haven't read, so I think it's helping me get through that a little bit better. Mm-hmm. I wanted to read that. It's the one where he has like a heart
condition.
Yeah, but I feel like he's supposed to be like dying from it, if I'm remembering correctly. I could have that wrong. Okay. Megan is looking forward to Bourbon and Proof by Victoria Wilder. It's the Final Brothers book.
Okay. I've seen those books around lately.
Battle of the Bookstores by Allie Brady comes out at the beginning of June. Looking forward to that one as well.
Okay.
I feel like I saw something about that one.
Mm-hmm. I did too.
Maybe it was on her Instagram feed or something.
Maybe, yeah.
You're leaning away.
It's because it's hot. I can feel the body heat. I'm just trying to cool down. You're not even that hot. Well, you are hot. You're hot. You're
What is
hot.
happening?
The body heat isn't even radiating off of you, but I am feeling.
I didn't feel
toasty.
like I was producing a lot of body heat.
It's just warm.
Okay, I am really looking forward to this week. Laura Pavlov's book comes out, and I'm not going to get the name right, but it's that's the first book that's set in her Alaska series. I think there's only 2 books in the series, though.
Mm-hmm. That's what she said. There was only 2 books.
I have the name written down because it's on my TBR from last time.
As we watch you flip pages.
I don't know. I'm sorry. What was it called? You, Me, and Forever.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. And then there's some really good books that I'm excited for June. I have a lot of new releases that I'm looking forward to reading.
Pam Godwin is getting close to releasing her next one here soon. Hopefully by the end of summer, I'll at least see it.
Cool.
I mean, I'm supposed to get to beta read it again. So, and that's still in Alaska. So I know she's getting close.
Awesome.
I'm looking forward to that.
That will be good.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
We normally have way more to talk about.
But
with the
today's
books
just kind of
and
crazy. We could do our.
We just don't. For some reason, there's just not a lot of conversation about this book.
No, there's not. No.
I think there was too much sex.
It was way too much
for
sex
us to have a lot to talk about.
Yeah. Who are you most excited to see tomorrow at this event?
Well, we have some comments now. I will answer that in a second. Curvy, Dirty Omega by Emma Dean is a trilogy that does have more plot. I'm waiting on the last book in the Dark in You series. There are so many more, and I can't remember them right now.
See, and I like my Omegaverse dark. I don't like it when they're all cutesy. It just isn't. I need it angsty and dark. I don't like the cutesy Omegaverse.
Wait, isn't Sticks and Stones Omegaverse? Or
it is, but that's hockey Omegaverse. It just feels a little different.
Okay.
There is some hockey Omegaverse that I like, but I don't like.
There was also a baby.
There's a baby, and I like that. There's a lot of cutesy Omegaverse out there, and I just, I love Miss Pam too.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be seeing her in July. We're excited for that. So,
sorry.
Yeah,
it's really warm in here.
It's really warm. We're ready to go to bed.
So tomorrow, who am I most excited to see? I'm very excited to meet Lauren Blakely.
Pull out the list.
I feel like I will forget a name and then I'm going to feel bad. There's a lot of authors that we've and Harlow James I'm very excited about.
That's the Emma Dean one that has some dark in it.
And then there's several authors we've already gotten to meet. Claire Kingsley, I'm excited to meet her. So there's quite a few. How about you?
I'm excited to see. Hold on. Well, the one I really wanted to see isn't going to be here. I mean, Chantal Tessier is here, but we've seen her a couple of times. It'd be nice to say hi to her again. I'm looking forward to seeing Caitlin Taylor again.
Mm-hmm.
She has her naughty box. That's always fun to go digging in. And when I say naughty, we're like toys naughty kind of thing. Allison Rhymes. I read that one book by her. We really liked it. I do have a pre-order with her, so that'll be kind of fun to see her. So,
and we're gonna see C.W. Farnsworth.
C.D. Reese. I want to see C.D. Reese. Oh, yeah. Oh,
I don't want to ever promise something because sometimes schedules change, but we're hopeful. We have something on the books, but I don't like to promise until we know.
Then I gotta pull up Emma Dean's book and put it in my TBR.
Okay. Yeah, there's several authors. Like we're gonna see Emma Scott again, which I'm always excited to see her. There's like quite a few. Okay. She said that one has some dark in it. Did you get that? Okay.
I got it right here.
I'm jealous we get to meet Lauren Blakely. I think you've read almost all of her books. I'm very excited to meet Lauren Blakely. I really love My Favorite Holiday. That's like
you do. Yeah.
I love that book so much.
That was good.
That was one of my favorites.
And this event has a lot of contemporary. I think for the most part, they're a lot of contemporary, but it's also very it's a smaller event.
Yeah.
Compared to what we're used to.
Chantal Tessier and Caitlin Taylor are definitely dark. C.D. Reese has some dark.
I like C.D.
Claire Kingsley is contemporary, but she's got a lot of her series are more romantic suspense.
Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know that our book haul is going to be giant tomorrow or when we film that for you guys, but I do think that it'll be fun still.
I am really curious if you're going to fork over the money for that book.
What book?
The CD Reese special edition that you've been like, I should have just bought it.
No.
That's what you say right now.
Because she's got a new one coming out in the same series and I need them all to match. No. No, but I do want to go talk to her again.
Okay. Has anyone read Charming Devil by Rebecca Kenny? It keeps popping up as a recommendation on Amazon and it looks interesting.
Well, let me just look that up.
I have not.
Mm-mm.
Hey, I don't know what happened. So I hope that you guys can still see us and everything is good. That was weird.
Yeah.
I was just going to say I tend to ignore Amazon's recommendations because sometimes like I read pretty consistently in the romance genre and they throw some wild things at me sometimes that I know are not.
Yeah.
Even
like Colleen
sense.
Hoover. You still want me to read Colleen Hoover? I'm behaving myself. I don't want to read Colleen Hoover. That's the second one in Nevessa Allen's series. Yeah.
You've read her, right?
I read the first one.
Are you going to read the second one?
Probably not.
Oh.
I mean, I liked the first one. It was okay, but I don't think I'll read the second one.
Okay.
No. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe.
Well, Amy, you said you were in Florida, right? So we're in Orlando. I forgot where you said you were, Amy. Are you close
Tampa?
Or was she Jacksonville? Wasn't somebody Jacksonville?
What are you guys' Tampa? One's Jacksonville.
Sorry. Are you close that you could drive to Orlando and come to that one?
Haven't gone on sale yet. They're going to go on sale soon.
That could be fun.
I haven't touched any. Don't touch that.
What?
I haven't touched any buttons.
Just hit the wrong button.
Mandy's controlling everything. My hands are here.
I didn't. I was like,
I think we might have lost internet connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it drops down.
Saying it's unstable. So I'm really, really sorry if you're getting a really crappy reception from us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, the first one was
Lights Out. And I did enjoy that. I enjoyed the audio quite a bit. I think she's got Teddy doing the next one. So I might listen to it just to support Teddy. They had dark themes, but they weren't like dark. It was funny. I did enjoy it. So we'll see.
Okay, so you're from Jacksonville. So is Jacksonville to Orlando doable? I'm not super great on my Florida.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're literally like completely like really long flight from you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hi, Irene. Okay. Irene, we tried to use some of your questions, but we found that for this particular book, they didn't work so well, but we are going to continue to use them for future ones because there are some really good questions on here.
Yeah.
Jessica just wanted to answer boning for all of them.
That's because boning really is the answer for all of them in this book. Yeah.
Okay, it's not that far away. When's the event?
So
it is
September of 2026.
There's already a Facebook group for it.
Hold on, I'll look it up here again.
Are you looking
at it?
It's
Fangirl.
Yeah, like girl is not spelled.
Hold on, make sure I get the right
how
one.
You would think. Did you find it?
This is the backstage. This is the one for authors and vendors. Okay, so it is Fangirl, just GRRRL. So 3 R's. Looks like this on Facebook. Just take a screenshot of that. And it's in September, the first part of September of 2026. So I want to say it's right when school goes in here. When is it? Why does it not say on the banner? It should say on the banner, dagnabbit. Oh, it does. September 11th and 12th of 2026 in Disney Springs. So
all of our Florida friends are close by.
Yeah. And tickets are supposed to be going on sale. I want to say August, but I could be wrong. Just get in there and they'll tell you.
See, this is what happens when you live on the West Coast, or like everything is so much further to drive. And then you go to the East Coast and things just like you can drive through like multiple states.
Yeah.
In a day. on the
I mean,
East Coast, and you
it
can't.
took us about 2 hours to get to Seattle today.
Yeah.
So, and that's actually a very quaint drive. It's not bad. And so, what is you put a book on and go?
Yeah. Well, we came to a rolling stop through Fife so we could get a really good look at it today.
Your side did, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, mine was just straight shot.
Going south, though, it was like stopped. It was, I would hate to be traveling, but it's Memorial Day weekend, so I was going the right way. You're not, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally understandable.
I'm with you, Irene. With you. Yes, it's just not my thing either.
Yeah.
And when we discovered that it was also a shifter book, that was fun times. Yes, West Coast driving is very different over here. Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah. Ooh, right after your birthday.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Awesome. That'll be cool to see some of you guys there.
Yeah.
We have quite the lineup coming up. We may have overextended ourselves with some of the events that we want to go to.
Well, when we go as Coveted Cover, which bonus when we get to go as Coveted Cover, because when we do these things, we pay out of pocket for this. Like, this is something that we do. We enjoy our time together. We love YouTube. YouTube is not paying for us to go.
Neither
on
one
these
of
trips.
us married a billionaire.
No, and
There's
the fairy again. But when we go places as Coveted Cover, then Coveted Cover should cover the majority of the expenses for us to go. And yes, it's still important. Like, it still affects, like, it's all business stuff, but it is a write-off for the business as well. And so it's kind of nice because then that gets covered that way. I mean, I guess it does affect the bottom line, how much my paycheck is that comes home. I don't have one of those yet because we're a new business, but just saying, like, eventually, by the time we go to Orlando, Coveted Cover should be able to cover all of that expense, which is nice. It'll be nice. So, and then we're going to stay for a day or two and do Disney World with BJ Alpha, and we can't wait. It'll be fun.
There's a barge now.
There's a barge. Mandy. Just a garbage barge, right? Oh, no, it's a barge.
Yeah.
Okay. Focus here. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have quite a few events that we're going to go to.
We have a
we're
lot.
Very excited.
We're going to be at that one.
Oh, Anne-Marie, we're going to be there too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're not really sure how we're affording this.
Every time I tell my husband we booked another one, he gives me like this dirty look. And I keep telling them that eventually YouTube will pay for it, but YouTube hasn't paid for anything yet. So
the Southern Belle events is who puts on Rain City too, and they're really, really well done events.
Yes.
So you picked a good one.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember, there's some good authors at their upcoming events as
Cora
well.
Riley's going to be at that one in Texas.
Is that I
couldn't
remember. There's a
Ruby
few.
Dixon will be at that one, but she only does Texas signings because she lives in Texas.
You don't say.
Yeah. So you will be in that line with me.
I can only assume she's talking about watching the barge. Just what sounds like fun. I'm just kidding.
No, the event. I think the event.
I'm kidding.
And no, I think Disney with BJ.
Oh. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's how Jessica got me to go. She's like, it's at Disney World, and we'll go to Disney World afterwards.
Yeah, we'll go to Disney afterwards. Yep. Yes, BJ's, a good friend. We love BJ. I talk to her almost daily.
So CD Reese is here at Rain City. BJ Alpha we'll see again in Orlando.
CD Reese at almost every event we go to.
She goes to a lot of the Wild and Windy ones.
She does, but she was at the the romantasy one that I did in LA too, because and that was kind of out of her comfort zone because she and I stood there and talked for like
I did not
45 minutes. No. I was so
sure the people are shocked
at that one. Shock. Yeah. I probably gave the plague to everybody at that one because I was pretty sure I had pneumonia at that point.
Wow, look at you confessing.
I was on antibiotics.
Oh, bummer.
Oh,
that's always a frustration. It does happen
a lot because we are going to BB4E in July, and I want to say like half the lineup has bailed.
That has really been like the most severe with people not for people leaving it.
Yeah.
That we are in a lot of these groups, even ones we don't attend. And this would be definitely.
It's a huge, like you expect a few to pop out.
Yeah.
There's always a few as you're getting close because, you know, a lot of them are they got lives. Obviously, all of them have lives, but a lot of them are moms and things pop up. But this time around, there has been a lot for that event. Luckily, Pam Godwin's still going to be there. Grace McGinty's still coming. So.
Funny you should mention that, Sherry. There is actually an author who does do that, and it is in September. We are not going, but it's in September, and it leaves from Seattle and goes to Alaska.
But it's very expensive.
Cruises in general are spending.
I know, but when we looked into it, it was more than what would be for you and I just to go on a cruise to Alaska. Reading cruise! And the days that you're at sea are the days that the book event happens. When I was looking into it, like the idea behind it's great, but if I'm going to go on a cruise, because remember I lived in Alaska,
they're going to do another one too.
I
talked to her about it because it's in September, and I just can't make that happen.
I want a Caribbean. I want a warm cruise if I'm on a cruise. I don't want to go to Alaska.
I did an Alaskan cruise, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm glad you did.
But it's like a check mark.
Yeah,
like we did the Alaskan. My mom really wanted to do the Alaskan cruise, so we all went together, which turned out to be very fortunate to do that because then my mom got sick and passed away less than a year later. So I'm very, very glad that we did that trip with her because that was like her thing that she really. And my parents go
like every year on Alaska cruise, but being an Alaskan, I don't want to go on an Alaskan cruise. So yeah. An idea of like a reading cruise. I want an around the world one though.
Why do you want to go where it's warm? You're allergic to the sun. What are you gonna do?
I still like it. I wear my special clothes. You know I have special clothes.
Big hat on the balcony.
I don't wear the big hat because I got a lot of hair and my head gets hot. And I don't like my head being hot. So yeah. Don't like my head getting hot. Surprise what brains I got.
Oh, Okay. Well, I'm sorry that we don't have much to talk about with this book.
No, but we do need to. Didn't.
So, are we ready? I feel I am very hopeful for next book club that there will be a lot more to talk about, and you won't have to listen to me talk about the boats going by because I'll be back home.
No, it'll just be Mr. Goose or your donkey, or maybe one of the goats.
One of my donkeys got himself in quite the predicament the other day.
Did they?
Yes, he stepped into the hay feeder bag and got himself stuck and couldn't get out, and I had to go rescue him.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, where's that wheel of...
I'm looking. There it is.
Wheel of...
I'm so scared of the wheel
names.
of names.
You're scared. Mandy's scared to see what happens with the wheel.
Okay, here we go.
Hands off. I am not touching the daggone wheel.
I'm trying to make the player go away. I don't even want to look.
It's long, whatever it is. I can't see from here.
Enemies to lovers.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, enemies to lovers. We can do this. This is not as crazy.
Oh, okay.
I was getting a little worried.
Somebody said, "Don't be silly. We love listening to you." Well, that's so kind.
Thank you.
So kind.
Sorry, I kicked that. Okay.
Enemies to lovers.
So I think this opens up, like when we were asking for recommendations for this last one, that was a little harder. I think enemies to lovers is a little bit love triangle, a little bit,
Yes, this is acceptable. I agree.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, love triangle.
No. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Let's go. I love the enemies to lovers. Yes, we are all very excited about this.
Yes.
Okay, so question for you guys. We can only we take all your recommendations and then we do voting, and we can only put 4 in each post because it won't let us add more than 4. And one time, so we have to look at the numbers. It won't give us exact numbers, so we have to kind of just do some math on like how many people did vote and what the percentage is, but sometimes it gets kind of close. So would you guys like us to take like the top ones and do a final vote, or do you just want us to do one vote and whichever one gets the most out of those is the book we pick? So you guys tell us what you want. Do you want to do a final vote on the top ones, or just whichever one gets the most the first time around?
When is book club again?
That is a great question. Did we
Mhm.
pick a date?
I don't know.
I don't think that you and I talked about a date. So we are
That's May.
this is June.
Oh, I saw was May up here. Sorry.
Okay, well that's because May comes before June.
Okay, got it. Okay, just
Are
keep
you
going.
getting hangry?
I am getting
Okay,
hangry.
June 20th, we're in Ohio. We are influencers at Beyond the Reader, author event.
We'll probably be at burlesque bingo that night.
I think we might. That's what I think that there's stuff planned.
We're a little worried.
So should we just go for June 27th?
Yeah.
Friday, June 27th will be our next book club, 6 p.m. Pacific. Okay. And we have
what date? I think
top ones with a final vote. Make it easy. Just take the top one. One vote. Please no love triangle. Thank you.
Yeah.
The most first time is fine with me. Take the top ones, and then you guys pick out of those.
27th.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So should we just remove love triangle from the wheel? Like, is that what I'm hearing here? I am totally fine with that.
Yeah.
Second the vote for no love triangle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm on board to remove it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like the majority of us are saying just whichever one has the most votes. That does get us the book a little bit quicker too.
If it gets really, really close, we'll do that. But yeah.
How about that's a great idea. If we're super, super close on the top ones, we'll do a second vote. But otherwise, if we can easily be like, okay, this is clearly the winner.
Yeah.
Okay, so is this please and yes? I take out love triangle. Okay, I'm going to the wheel of names. And I'm removing love triangle.
Okay. Megan's no way.
Oh, should
hit the show?
Megan, do you want us to leave in love triangle? Oh, there's people who like love triangle.
What's up with that?
So should I leave it in? And we'll just have to risk it one of these days?
Mm-hmm. There's another one. You guys are like, it's split. Y'all are split.
Oh, yeah. There's quite a few of you. No triangle, but I'm okay with the menage. Okay. Mm-hmm. I guess I'm going to put love triangle back in. This pains me.
Yeah. And we'll see what happens.
I mean, there's a good chance that we won't get to it anytime soon because there's quite a few tropes in here. But the way the wheel's been working... And then we also still have white shoes in here because what we just read wasn't a true representation of white shoes.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's alien and rejected mate too.
Yeah. Okay. Alien and rejected mate. I like rejected mate. You just keep on keeping on. Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
Elena's new here. Hi, Elena.
No, I feel you.
Yep.
That is true, Irene. True. That is true. You
always can just come and listen to us talk about it.
Come listen to me cry about love triangle. Yeah. That is true. If it does, it's just meant to be.
And we're stuck with it.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
All right. It's there.
All right.
Whew, yeah. Oh. Wouldn't that be a kick if we could find an alien love triangle?
I don't think I ever came across an alien love triangle. They're normally more a fated mate situation.
What if the heroine, like, somehow gets kidnapped to the alien planet, falls in love with the blue
They don't always have to be blue, but okay.
And then somehow her husband shows up to reclaim her, and then she has to pick.
Okay, so I think...
These stories just write themselves.
Ruby has kind of set herself up. So there is I don't know how this is going to happen, but there is a guy in the newest spinoff who is human. And I don't know if they're going to pair him with an alien girl because there's really no alien girls, or if it's going to be a menage situation. And that's kind of what everybody's hoping for. I don't think it'll be a triangle, that's for sure. Oh, yay!
Yep.
Yeah. You just wrote yourself a book,
yeah,
Mandy.
when we go to Texas and meet Ruby Dixon, I'll picture my idea.
All right. I'm
joking.
No.
Won't do that.
No.
Okay, well, we have a date for book club, and we have our trope, enemies to lovers, and I think we'll get a lot of books this time around.
So you'll put up a
when we're done here. It depends on your hangry level. If I have time to throw it up tonight, or if I need.
You can throw it up tonight when I'm working on the thumbnail for tomorrow's video for these.
Okay,
guys.
so we'll get it up a little bit later tonight, but then it will be up.
Let's eat first. I get hangry.
Okay.
Yep. June.
The next, what date did we just say?
The 27th.
June 27th. June 27th is the next book club. Oh, thank you.
At 6
typing that
p.m.
in there. Pacific.
Okay. So 9 p.m. Eastern. Australian people, it's tomorrow, like the next day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Use your conversions.
Yeah, please, because
don't rely on Jessica's thought process.
No.
She had to show up an entire hour early once to an author interview.
That was Karen. That was Karen's interview, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was in Australia. It was hard.
Yes.
Yes, Irene.
Yes,
that is the 28th for you.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. How's tomorrow, by the way? Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Megan.
Thanks. We will. We always have a good time. So.
We are going to try to put a video together because we've heard from you guys that you would like. We've had quite a few people request that they love seeing the pictures, but they'd really like to feel like we took you with us. So like videoing. So we are going to try and do some videoing. We felt like this was an event where we've already met several of the authors. So it'd be a lot easier for us to do some of those videos while we're here. Mm-hmm. So we were going to give it a go and see what we come up with.
Yeah. This one won't be as hectic as some of the other ones where we just get in our groove and, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
It's a bit chilly, cold and sunny.
Sounds about right.
All right.
Here too. Yeah.
Jessica's stomach is starting to really growl. Is it picking up on the video?
No, it's not picking up on the video.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. We really, really appreciate it. And we are very excited to read Enemies to Lovers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good one.
I will do my best to do that. When we're doing an Instagram, if I went in and edited, I could add it on there.
It's just kind of hard. Sometimes I just take a picture in front of their. If we held up their books, we always forget to hold up their book that we get from them and get a picture with them. That would help too.
We will give that a try.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful
holiday
weekend. Yeah. If you're here in the U.S.
Barbecuing, camping. We're not, obviously.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night,
guys.
Or good morning for some of you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Woohoo!
Yes. All right. I'm going to hit the end button. Thank you guys.
See you
Bye.
guys next time.
I really am pushing the end button.